Hey guys, it's Double K Nation. I'm Kira. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are back with yet another episode of my Finding Key series. If you have not checked out all the other episodes, please click the link down in the description box and go check those videos out, because you're missing out on all the tea and all the good things. All the good things. We've had some really good discussions thus far, just from everything that God has placed on my heart, and today is yet another one of those days. Today we are going to be talking about false forgiveness. I did mention this briefly in my life update. Again, the link to all of my videos will be in the description box below, but I will also do a card for you all, so you can just click right there, go watch that video, and then come back here. But during that video, I mentioned that I realized that I was operating in false forgiveness, saying that I forgave people when I really didn't. And like, I genuinely wanted to, but that's just not how it actually happened. So I told y'all about this devotional plan that I did on the Bible app, which is where I learned about false forgiveness from. The name of that devotional is Forgiveness, A Surprising Way Forward. I will leave the link for that in the description box below, and I'll put a picture of what it looks like here. But yes, so the definition for forgiveness from that devotion plan was giving God responsibility to make things right. So like I stated in my life update, it's not up to us to bring justice or to make people pay for what they did to us. That is not our job at all. The word says, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. The Lord fights our battles for us. It's not for us to fight. And the way that my pastor says it time and time again is, you're not supposed to fight what you see. So if you can see it, that's not your fight. That's not your battle. There were a few points in this devotion plan that stuck out to me and have stuck with me literally since. One of them being, when we push aside or bury painful offenses, our intentions may be in the right place, but we are not forgiving. We are planting seeds of unforgiveness. Y'all. Story of my freaking life. Story of my life. Again, like I mentioned in my life update video, I told myself, or not even just told myself, but also said, I forgave this person at this time, at this place, for this thing that they did to me, or whatever the case. But if I were to see them or to hear about them or anything like that, I would get really upset or be like almost enraged and just like not want to deal with that, because, it's like just because I forgive you don't mean I gotta see you. So taking on all of that, I realized, was it really forgiveness? Did you really forgive them like you said you did? So that kind of brings me into the next point, it being true biblical forgiveness is trusting God to bring justice. Unforgiveness carries a high price tag. If you hold on to unforgiveness, you are the one required to pay the toll. The people that wronged me are living a better life because they moved on, while I'm still harboring feelings of unforgiveness, resentment, and bitterness. In order to get the most out of this life that God has blessed me with, I have to release it all to Him and trust that He will bring justice. Forgiveness is a transaction between God and me alone. I know we've all heard it. I know some of us have probably even said it. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. It's not for the other person. It's not for the person that wronged you. It's not for the person that hurt you. It's for you. And that cannot be more true. Like, I think I've told this story a couple of times now. I can't remember exactly which videos I mentioned it in. I actually want to say it was probably my life update and or That's Just Double K Nation series, season 4, episode 2, I believe. I said that, for a while, for a very long time, for many, many years, I want to say it was probably over a decade, not really sure though, I did not forgive my daddy. I had so much resentment, so much hatred, all types of ill feelings towards that man. But through the power of forgiveness, doing it through God, with God, I truly forgave him. Like, we, again, besties for the resties. Besties for the resties. You can't tell me nothing about that man. You can't. So I literally, anytime I'm forgiving anybody, I look back to that place because that was a hard place for me. It was a very, very hard place for me. So it's like, if I can forgive my daddy, you know, your parent, somebody that you can't replace, if I can forgive him for everything that we went through, even some of the things that he put me through because of the decisions he made back then, if I can forgive him for those years, I can forgive him. I can forgive anybody else. Forgiveness for anybody else should be easy because that was honestly and truthfully the hardest person to forgive. I think parents in general are the hardest ones to forgive. So it kind of goes along with the next point. Reconciliation is the act of restoring a relationship with another person. God asks us to pray for healed relationships, but you can forgive even when restoration is not possible. And I also mentioned and even put a clip of the sermon that my pastor preached in my life update. I will again include that sermon in the description. I'll put the link to that in the description box below. I'm not going to put the clip again. If you want to watch it, just go watch my life update video. And I mean, he explained restoration, reconciliation, forgiveness, all of that in there. It was really good. Y'all should definitely go check it out. But it puts everything into perspective for me because literally my daddy and I, that relationship is the proof of it for me. It's also about remembering that the burdens we carry are not too heavy for God. He said, my yoke is easy. My burden is light. Cast all your cares on me because I care for you. All you who are weary and burdened, come to me and I will give you rest. Nothing we deal with, nothing that we ever go through is too big or too heavy for God. Nothing we carry, nothing we think, nothing we say, nothing we do is ever too big or too heavy for God. And again, I had to come to terms with that. So ultimately, by choosing to forgive and trade my heavy burden for God's light burden, I will receive rest for my soul. And I need rest. I need as much rest as I can get. And honestly, forgiveness just brings about a different type of peace. Literally. His peace that surpasses all understanding. Like, I cannot talk about his peace enough. I can't. In the midst of a current battle of having to forgive daily, that can be really, really hard. I'm not sitting here and acting like, you know, it's just so easy to forgive. No, I'm going to be the first to tell you. Absolutely not. I'll be ready to rumble. Especially about me. Especially about my feelings. Especially about my family. Be ready to go to war. And I am always ready to hold a grudge. To be honest with y'all, because I did it for so many years, I'm still unlearning that. Because literally it's like, I forgave my daddy, but it's so hard to forgive everybody else. Why? I do not know to this day. Do not know to this day. Still figuring those things out. Still working those things out. Healing through those things. Trying to get to the root of that, because what does that mean? But it's the simple fact that forgiveness is, for me, a reminder. And honestly, if you give it to God, he will give you exactly what you're asking for. He will give you exactly what you're praying for. Ask him to help you forgive. I still have to do it. Daily. Let's talk about it. Daily. Daily. So, I charge you, I encourage you to forgive. There is a different type of peace that you get after you forgive. And not only that, your life will literally be changed. There's so much to look forward to after forgiveness and reconciliation and restoration. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, always stay tuned for my Finding Key content, my sister's Mama Kai content, our Double K Nation content, and our Life with Double K Nation content. We would like it if you would all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, lovelies. Would you open